morning, Chicago. Hey, Facebook. It's Wendy Lee with Wisdom Wednesdays, and we're talking about real estate investing again. It's actually become quite a popular topic over the last couple of weeks, months. So I wanted to continue to talk about it from last week's session. I've gotten a couple of people who actually was reaching out to me and talked more about or inquired more about wanting to become investors in the real estate market. I can say that real estate is the way to go as far as being able to build wealth over a short as well as a long period of time. Real estate has been your opportunity to definitely be the piece to build wealth on a basis that is slow but growing at a very good pace. At the end of the day, real estate, everything is real estate, and it comes down to properties. It could be investing in your own home. It could be investing in your investing in property real estate or even commercial real estate. At the end of the day, it's based off what comfort level is. And when you're dealing with buying real estate, we got to match it based off of what your needs are and your goals and expectations. So, a couple of people that actually reached out to me last week about doing investing, they had an opportunity to discuss with me about their goals and aspirations, and they talked about how much they have in the bank account and what kind of returns that they would be able to invest in. Real estate is going to be something that it's not trendy, okay? Real estate is always going to be here forever, so we are going to, of course, look at the fact that we want to base it off of your growth strategy, if you will. Okay, so what is your strategy? Do you have $10,000 to invest in? Do you have $100,000 to invest in? What is your skill set? The skill set is going to be very key, of course. I had a gentleman come up to me and said, well, I have $10,000 to invest in buying property. And the question posed to me was, well, what can I do with it? And I'm like, well, you could do some things with it. It's going to be ultimately, again, what is your skill set? I have some people who are watching who are definitely investors, and I watch them avidly at what they do, and they are skilled, and they've been doing this for a while too. So let's kind of keep this in mind. When you're starting into real estate, you want to make sure you, again, partner. We talked about this last week. You want to partner with the right people who are going to help you accomplish that goal. Deal with the professionals who are skilled in that trade, because at the end of the day, this is what my belief is. This is what makes the world go round. Okay, guys, you are great at what you do. Kathy, for example, is watching. She's skilled at making us pretty with our hair and cuts and colors and what have you. Or Nick, you're watching. Hey, it's been a while since I've spoken to you. Hope you're doing well. Nick is in education, and he loves dealing with kids at after-school program. So, this is what makes the world go round. So how are we going to all help each other succeed and thrive in this world? And it's to be able to partner with those who are skilled at what they do. A woman that I deal with, she's actually a friend. She used to say, what's the word? Do what you're best at and outsource the rest. And Danae has been a great coach, life coach, over the last at least 5-6 years since I've known her. But in any event, the key is when you're talking about doing real estate, a gentleman said, I have $10,000. I want to buy properties at auction. When people think about auction, they think they're going to be able to buy properties that are cheap. Think about this, you may or may not know, but when buying auction properties, sometimes you're dealing with properties that have been seen through the has been gone through the MLS quite some time, and many have laid eyes on those properties, and yet no one has bought them. So they go to auction, and then they go for a dime, pennies to the dollar, and you're able to try to purchase those properties. Well, you got to kind of keep that in mind. Those properties may not be the best option to purchase. Just because they're cheap does not make them great investments. Be very careful with it, because I always tell a client, if it's a $40,000 property that needs $100,000 of work, then why not buy a $70,000 property that might need only, maybe $50,000 of work? And that, in the end, at the end of the day, the first instance is 40,000 with $100,000 investment to get the property up to snuff. That's $140,000. But you go ahead and increase your budget to 70,000, and then that $70,000 home only needs maybe 50. You're still, at the end of the day, that's $120,000. That's still an opportunity to possibly make more by buying a little bit higher price point. So Juan talks about, if you do not own a home, a great option to make your first acquisition is a 3 to 4 unit building using a renovation loan. That's very true. You can definitely buy a 4-unit building. One of my agents is actually working and under contract with a young lady who is buying a building for like $80,000 on the west side, and it's already in turnkey condition, meaning it's something that you can turn around and live in. It may need a little bit of updating, a little bit of work, but not considerably a lot. And she's moving her whole family in the property, so that is definitely an opportunity to do that. And the west side of Chicago is going through its growing pains, but it's also going through some growth stages in certain parts of the Chicagoland area. So we want to be able to help you find and identify the areas. And at the end of the day, real estate could be a quick strategy, growth strategy, or a long-term strategy. And at the end of the day, the different parts of Chicago are primed and positioned to grow either fast or slow. At the end of the day, real estate is still your best investment. Hey, Khalid, how you doing? So at the end of the day, again, let's talk. We've had some great productive conversations that I've had with people offline last week that talked about and discussed their specific needs as far as looking to purchase investment property. So I had one person, like I said, came up to me and would have $10,000. I had to tell them at the end of the day, $10,000 is buying a property that really is probably going to need to be torn down potentially, or in areas that, again, maybe not everyone is looking for. So just don't buy property just to buy property is what I'm saying. Hey, Rosa, how you doing, sweetie? Thanks for watching and thanks for chiming in. And hey, it's Jonathan and Anthony. I'm having some great success with my guys today. So I'm happy to see you guys watching me and supporting me. So going back about investment, and then I had a gentleman who is coming to me and asking a lot of questions. Him and his wife are working full-time jobs, and they're inquiring about investing into real estate and looking to find lenders and partners that they can build a legacy for their family. And so I'm slowly but surely working with them on helping them get positioned and poised to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. But again, it takes time to be able to do that, guys. So let's not just jump into things so quick. Let's look at things step by step. There are steps for a reason at the end of the day, because without steps, again, just look at the steps alone. Let's look at the ones behind me. You can't jump to the top without going to the steps one at a time on the ground level, moving your way up. And so having the partners that are aligned to help you get into those positions will be the best way to help your strategy. Unfortunately, we've had people who, and I've talked about this on several occasions in my wealth segments on Wednesdays, that we talk about people who are buying property, those radio ads you hear about people being in Chicago and they're going to teach you how to invest in real estate. Great programs, but you got to follow the steps, okay, guys? And you follow the steps with people who are able and willing to help you and walk you through the process. If they're all about just, loaning you the money and they're not helping you through the process, then, again, you guys kind of keep that in mind. If you're novice, that's one thing. You need the people to help you. Now, if you are expert and you have done this for years on end, then that's not a problem at all. You don't need to worry about the steps. You built those steps already, and now you have the blueprint that you're following, and so you just got to be able to follow those rules. And, through time, we learn to build ways on how to quicken the process. Streamline it is the word I want to look for. They're not shortcuts, but they're streamlining. Okay, guys? So very key. Streamlining the process or shortcuts. Those are two major different words, and we want to be able to be strategic with how we help you build on that. So again, going back about real estate, I can't talk about it enough. I am very passionate about what I do, and I align myself with people who are very passionate about what they do. So together we can all be very successful in what we seek out to do as far as whatever the goals may be. I'm working with a couple of other preferred partners, and we're doing some other things that I'm very passionate about in the holistic world. And so together, by educating people, myself on real estate and these people as well in the holistic world, we can definitely help create and be more educated on how we can help people thrive together. So again, guys, talking about real estate, there's many different topics that we can talk about at the end of the day. The key is to, my goal with these weekly sessions is to kind of go through the week, go through scenarios that I think I come across with clients that I need to be able to kind of bring to the forefront and educate people and be like, let me walk you through the steps of helping you through the process. I had two people came to me yesterday, and they're working on wanting to sell their parents' homes. The parents are older, they don't want to keep the home anymore, and try to how I can help them sell the property and help maximize their returns for their parents' retirement. Okay, so I'm working with them as far as being able to help them, maybe putting a little money into it. Don't necessarily just think to dump the property. Sometimes you just want to be able to have the ability to put a little money. The last couple of clients I've been working with, either the couples themselves who's lived in the home and it's their parents' home, or they haven't lived in it in a while. I have people who have invested anywhere from as little as $5,000 to $30,000 to maximize the return when it comes to selling their home as well. So there's a lot of different options. It's not one size fit all. It's never been that way with real estate. It's catered to fit your needs, and we need to talk about each individual situation one at a time, and we want to be able to give you that personalized service, because at the end of the day, you are a person with specific goals, and we want to be able to align you with the right property. We talked about this last week, the 3 Ps. With the right property, the right product, meaning financing, given your specific needs, and then for the actual people. So again, we want to be able to personalize all of that. So again, we're adding another P to that. But again, product, people, and property. And we want to be able to personalize this for each and every one of your needs. So again, I am definitely here to help you. One, you always got me cracking up, and I will appreciate you following and supporting me every step of the way. That's why you are one of my preferred partners that I work with. So renovation properties, Homebridge is definitely one of my preferred lenders that I work with, amongst a couple of others that are very skilled at doing helping you achieve those real estate goals. Again, it's Wednesday. It's a beautiful day in Chicago. I don't know where you're at. I'm truly praying for the people. I'm here. I'm glad to hear that things are starting to get a little bit back to normal in Houston. I have a client of mine who's living there, and school's back in session today. Now we're really praying for Irma and the people in Florida. So my heart goes out to everybody. Real estate is truly going to be involved in those markets, and whether or not you guys believe it or not, real estate, when it's affecting another part of the country, it's going to affect us some way, somehow. So we want to make sure that we do what we can to support each other, because we are the world, guys. I'm sorry, I'll throw in all these corny statements and everything that has popped up in my mind, but I truly believe that we can all appreciate that we can help each other. Thanks, Melanie. I so appreciate you. You are a full powerhouse, and I'm so glad we met. And another couple that I want to give a shout out to are the Levins, with Jeff and Lisa Levin with the Chicagoland Cooperating Network. We are a group of people who are committed to being on a platform to help other business people succeed. And that's where I've come to meet Melanie and many other people. And the live-ins are great. We have weekly events that are all over the Chicagoland area. I am the Chicago chapter leader, and we're going to be opening up an event in October, and we invite you to come and participate and partake in what our platform's about, and that's meaning to help other small businesses succeed by helping each other grow. So we have, like I said, weekly chapters every week. They're scattered throughout the Chicagoland area, so definitely reach out to me, inbox me, and we can talk some more about the co-op, the Chicagoland Cooperating Network. Met some great people. I've been with the organization for 2 years, and we can definitely talk more about that. And real estate is one of the passions and loves that that Melanie and Jonathan and I have shared over the last year and a half. So again, beautiful day in Chicago. It's a little brisk, but you know, we all have to go through the seasons of change. Summer is great. Kids out of school. Now kids are back in school, and we're having to deal with the cooler weather and everything. And, you know, let's appreciate appreciate the fall for what it is before the winter comes. Okay, guys? So again, real estate, I'm here for you. Let me know how I can possibly chat with you some more about what your goals and aspirations are. And I do appreciate you for supporting me and following me every week. Please do share my video if you know anybody that is looking to be more involved in real estate. We're here to help. Again, it's Wednesday, and it's about love you, Ms. Melanie. Yes, we do work about getting results. And the book that she talks about, we have a book called collaboration called Results. And we will be coming out with we have our draft. Our official book will be launching shortly. So please look out for more announcements regarding that. 2018 is going to be a huge year. 2017 has been shown to be a great year. And I also want to give props to my office, Exit Realty, Nick Liebert, for being a supportive broker and supportive company. Exit Realty is an awesome company I've been with for the last 3 years, and Exit Realty has been a godsend for me in my business over the last couple of years, and it's allowed me to grow and flourish to even the bigger brand that I can be and will be into the future. So again, thank you so much for all your support. I love you all. Have a great day, guys, and don't hesitate to reach out. Again, I can be reached at 847-420-5923, and I'm here for you, and I can connect you to all the partners that will be willing to help you out. Thanks, Jonathan. Love you too, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys. Peace.